Hey everybody, it's Andy with Overdrive Accounting, and we have less than 3 weeks left in 2019. Now, as an accountant, this is the time that I just spend completely devoted to figuring out where my client's tax liability is going to end up. Uh, so you can see here on the screen we have a little Excel spreadsheet that we put together, and this is what we use to try to estimate our tax liability, the tax liability for our clients. Now, we have a client that just switched over to us about a month ago. They didn't have their books in order. We were able to put together their entire year worth of financial transactions into financial statements, and the next step was for us was to try to figure out where their tax liability was going to end up. So they had about $104,000 worth of business income. We figured the QBI, we add in any W-2 wages that they might have had, any other income, and for this particular client, it's a married couple who run the business together. They have total income of $130,000. They take the standard deduction, and that leaves them looking at about $15,000 worth of income tax. They withheld $6,700 throughout the year, which leaves them with a federal liability still owed about $8,300. We do the same computations for the state that they are in, and we have come to find that they are looking about $11,394 worth of income tax going to be due here in about April of next year. So these clients, they were taken back. They did not expect to have a tax bill that high. This was the first year that they really ramped up the business. They were just really busy throughout the year, just earning their living. Once we sat down, we had this conversation about what they were going to owe. The first questions out of their mouth are always going to be, what can we do to lower this tax liability? I asked them if they had been thinking about any asset purchases for the business, and they had been. They just didn't want to take the leap to buy the piece of equipment. It's about 35 grand that they were looking at, and it gets to the situation where you're either going to spend money and invest in your business, or you're going to pay income tax on it, and that's kind of just the reality of a situation that you're going to run into as a business owner. And they decided that they wanted to, spend that money on their business rather than just send it up to Uncle Sam. And so with the $35,000 asset purchase, it dropped them down into the 12% tax bracket. Income tax about 9 grand, with their withholdings being about 6,700. It dropped their federal liability to 2,200. Their state liability to $1,664.71 for a total tax bill of just under $4,000. They saved themselves about $7,500 worth of income tax on a piece of equipment that they were already planning on buying. This is how important it is for you guys to know what your numbers are. If you know where you're going to be throughout the year, and then you meet with your accountant and you try and figure out what your income tax liability is going to be, it helps you make decisions that are going to benefit you and your business. There's nothing more that I hate to see than clients come to me, to have their taxes prepared and they haven't done any planning. They have no idea where they're going to end up. They don't even know how much income that they made throughout the year. They just know that, I have X amount of dollars in the bank, but I don't know what that means when it comes to income taxation. No matter the size of your company, guys, keep accurate books. It's going to save you money in the future because you're going to be able to make decisions based on those financial statements. I highly suggest that you go and you give your accountant a call as soon as you watch this video, if you haven't already. You need to figure out where you're going to be. If you can't get a hold of your accountant, go over to overdriveaccounting.com, schedule a meeting with us, give us a call, whatever you need to do, send us an email. We're here, we're willing to help you. This time of year we don't rest. We're working 7 days a week for our clients because we hate surprises even more than you do. Thanks for watching, everybody.